Or we addict ourselves to anything when we really just want to fly. But everybody thinks of something that we believe like it was true. Keeps us feeling special, but it rips our thoughts in two. Take a hint of world religion. Everybody wants to live. Everybody wants some comfort. Everybody wants to give. We all want to live forever. We would like to learn to fly. If we were all men together, the dying sun won't burn our eyes. Go, my son, and learn their ways. Our path is ended here. The buffalo, the swift young doe, the land you love so dear. But don't forget the woods, my son, are those you're leaving here. Father loves you more than life, like mother loves you dear. But Father, I like not their ways. To me they seem untrue. I want to grow to be a chief. I want to be like you. Your words lie heavy on my heart. Alright, so we're live. Fuck it.
Oh, we're live already.
Fuck it, we're doing live!
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna, well, I mean, we don't have to start yet, but just kinda to set myself up for failure, because I already fucked up. I don't know what happened. Okay, so fuck it, hell. Fuck it. So we're live.
We're live?
The timer started over. I don't want to start the timer.
Me?
We're not saying anything yet. So just, how's everybody doing? We haven't, well, I mean, we start in 4 minutes, but we're just, instead of a clock, you have us.
Oh God!
So
why would you do that to
sorry
them?
about that. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Oh God, we just happened. Can I get that remote over there?
No.
So sorry guys, something went wrong and the timer started over and I didn't want to start it over.
You went wrong.
I went wrong. Yes.
I went very wrong.
This is most
as per
definitely
usual.
me. I need to figure out if this is working.
It
is
certainly
not.
It's not, but that's okay. We probably won't need it today.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do video recording.
Oh, why'd you
today.
fuck everything up, Ben?
I was trying to make sure the chat was working and
Broke everything else.
well, no, the timer started over and I wasn't gonna make everybody wait another 15 minutes, even though like the timer didn't have music for a little bit. So welcome everybody that's coming up here. I'm seeing some Facebook people already watching us.
Yeah, there's some Facebook people. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's getting great. Okay, so should we start? What time is it?
Guess we might as well start early.
It is currently 8:26.
8:26. So should we wait the other 4 minutes or?
No, let's just start it.
Let's go.
Give me a second here. Let me. I'm still. This
Yes,
is
4 whole minutes.
Yeah, this is
4
this
whole
is a
minutes.
disaster.
Oh, that's Twitch. Ah, I see.
So sorry about the silence. Author Paw, you know who that is?
No, I have no idea.
Sturgis.
Oh, okay. Well, hi there.
Zaggy.
So we got some people on Twitch. We got some people on Facebook. All right. So this is not even on frame yet. There we go.
You fucked everything up.
I wasn't ready.
All of the
Honestly,
things.
I was ready to like sit down and calm down and. But anyway. Alrighty. Welcome everybody. Wait.
You didn't even do the intro.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Let's do this.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Life is chaos of nothing.
Life is sacred.
Alrighty. Welcome. My name is Spider.
And I'm Alexander.
And I'm Alira. Hi.
Hi, everybody. This is the Freak and the Deviant podcast, episode -7. Yeah, -7.
We're at 7 of these. Oh, man.
They let us stay on for that long.
So sorry about the
No.
We've been on for 7 episodes, 8 actually, because we had a 0.
Oh, yeah, we had a 0. Yeah.
And nobody's canceled us. I hope everybody can hear us. Is that okay?
Can
we
everyone...
have
has to be-
sound.
It has to be a tradition of ours to start every episode with a fuck up.
Yeah,
We
no,
have not
everything.
had a single flawless episode. Something always goes wrong. So we started this time and the fucking timer started over and I'm like, fuck it, let's start. So we just kind of introduced the show without a timer and then started it.
Yeah,
So-
that works.
Everything
it works.
fucked up.
It's not terrible. So, so welcome everybody, live from the Spider Dome here.
Spider-Man.
Spiderdom.
I thought this was the confessional room.
It's a confessional room.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned a lot.
Me too. And it was fun.
I don't know about you two. I'm a
High
perfect
five. So how you guys doing? I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, we missed a week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, we missed a week. If you guys didn't know.
If you guys were
The
not like
power was out.
whoever was expecting us, the power went out like at 5 p.m. when I was trying to set up for this. And it's like, okay, so let's wait a bit. And nothing happened. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna go watch Aladdin. By the way, Aladdin, great movie. Watch it. Jasmine's hot.
Haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
That movie turned my childhood crush into an adult I want to bone crush.
Your
Bone
childhood
crush. That's like a
bone
wrestling
crush.
move. The bone crush.
Oh God.
I like how you just did the people's elbow with that.
No, that's the you didn't see Spider-Man?
No?
That was Randy Savage. The elbow drop is the bone saw.
Oh,
With everybody had the little-
yeah. I remember that. That
bone
was
saw.
that is some.
It's a deep
Author,
cut.
That's a deep
Okay.
one. Wow.
Most people didn't
Real
even know that
quick,
was Randy Savage.
Author,
Yes.
you keep going with those fucking hookah puns, and I'm gonna punch you the next time I see you.
Yeah, fuck
Just
it.
saying.
Stop it with the hookah.
No, the hookah puns.
I mean, the hookah puns.
People who can and who can't.
Oh, that's lame.
Right?
Wait, have you guys seen? Have either of you guys
dad
seen
joke.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
I have not.
No.
But I've been.
Man.
God damn it.
Well, it has Johnny Depp in it.
No shit.
Yes, it does,
I'll
and
watch it.
he plays.
That's all I needed to know.
He plays what, a CIA agent or maybe an FBI? No, I think it's CIA. I don't remember which. He plays a government agent for the United States, causing a coup in Mexico.
Oh,
It's actually really interesting.
by the way, is the Twitch comment visible on the screen in front of you? No, not that one. The screen in front of you. You see it there with big font?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that's cool looking font. I like that. I didn't even notice that.
Very much visible, and then the Facebook has its own type.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah, I
I
can't
was
see any
watching
of
it
that.
on my phone.
Oh, hi, we got Cecilia visible here too. Okay, cool. We got some people watching. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have some people.
I do believe at some point.
The joke of this, by the way, in front of you will be revealed at the end of the podcast.
If you watched the intro and didn't understand it, that's not gonna help.
That's fair, yeah.
So, by the way, if at any point we stop getting the updated, because I think Facebook at some point, remember that?
I have to do the scrolly
click.
thing.
Yeah, you have to click the my browser
And then scroll.
and then scroll
yeah.
down. Yeah, so you're in charge of that.
Damn
for
it!
now.
I don't want to be in charge of things.
All right, so back to the podcast. How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. Fair to partly cloudy.
I got a promotion.
Oh yeah, Alira got a promotion at work that she deserved like months ago, but
Years ago.
it's years ago. But she's in. So that means a nice pay bump for the
Nice
next
pay
few months.
Woo.
No, I think the training's in a little bit, right?
Training's
So-
in like 2 weeks.
Probably in
or
about a
something like
month
that?
or so, we're
No,
gonna
it's in like
start-
2 weeks.
Yeah, but the payday
Oh yeah, that I
in
don't
about
know.
a month or so we're gonna start making extra money. So that's awesome. I'm sorry to I'm trying to not show the brand on my.
Yeah, enjoy
Energy
drinking
drink.
your Beast
But-
energy drink. No,
I don't
it
know.
doesn't. It does not say Beast energy. Swallow.
What is You don't
Every
get
time.
to copy paste jokes, brother.
Yes, I
That's
can.
not okay.
Oh god.
When you learn to swallow, I'll stop saying that joke.
Oh man, I got 2 people from work watching now. I can't be inappropriate now.
Fuck that.
So, want to fuck in the ass?
Wow.
Here, now, please.
Yeah. I'll leave the
That
room.
was the perfect
Bye, boys.
timing. You knew what to say. You just know how to you know how to entertain a girl. But you had some topics in mind. You got something
I do
to
have
bring
some
up to the
topics in
table
mind.
here?
Well, you wanted me to talk about string theory because that was actually a request from someone.
Yeah, it was a request from my brother.
Talk about what?
String theory.
What is string theory?
All right.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh no!
I know
what are you
a
guys
little
doing to
bit.
me?
This is a nice fade because you know nothing. You don't even know what it is.
No.
I know a little bit. They touch on it on Rick and Morty.
Yes.
And he's very well educated in this.
I am not very well. Okay, so this is an outdated theory. You mostly outdated. That was my phone. I apologize to everyone who is listening. I'm
Oh yeah.
turning that off
Silence your
right
phone, everybody.
Already
Mine's
done.
silent, yeah.
Yep. No,
I'm
it's
an
just me.
experienced streamer. Thank you very much.
Yep, that's just me. Don't worry. Right. So string theory is a okay. So you know about the fundamental fundamental reactions of physics, right?
No.
Okay. So you know
bad
about
start.
gravity, right? So you know the
Yeah.
gravitational force.
Yeah.
All right. So you know about the strong.
That was loud.
Oh my god, it's spinning!
That was
So
kinda cool.
so yeah, gravity. Things go down.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. But
They go towards the bigger mass.
yeah.
Okay, I know that.
See what I did there?
Ow. Why'd you do this?
Why you do this? Okay,
so-
so yes, gravity. I know
Yeah.
that.
You know gravity.
Okay.
You know about the strong and weak nuclear forces, right?
Oh, bro, I barely
Okay.
understand that.
Okay.
Why do I have to play the part of the ditzy blonde here?
Okay.
I'm in the same place you are right now.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So the fundamental reactions of physics, right? All the forces.
Okay.
Therefore, we'll talk about them in a bit. It's not really that important. String theory is an attempt to explain all of these forces at the same time, why they happen, right?
Okay.
So basically, all the fundamental particles of physics can be each single point of particles, right? Any single point particles can be represented as a one-dimensional string.
I hate to tell you this. There's someone in the chat claiming to know more than you and says you're fucking it up.
Wait, what?
What the last comment?
what have I gotten-
It says,
what-
"Oh, watching Alex messing up,
What have I gotten wrong?
messing up explaining string theory is."
I'm
cute."
already lost, so I don't
For the
fucking
record,
know.
he misspelled string and put stream theory.
Stream theory.
Yeah, Twitch stream theory. You know that one, right? Is it Twitch stream theory?
I got that
You
one.
know what that is? Yeah. Gravity is not just a good idea; it's the law. Stop reading T-shirts on my podcast.
So that's what string theory is there for. Is it's trying to describe things that we are observing naturally.
So how
Now-
does it explain that away though?
So-
is there like a simplistic
Yeah.
version?
So
Let's
each
not turn this into a science lesson.
So each individual string is vibrates, and the way it vibrates changes the function of the string, fulfilling one of the fundamental.
Really?
It's dead.
You have to hold the button, babe.
I'm trying.
It's a vibrator.
He said it vibrates.
Yeah, it strings.
Wait, let's put the vibrator up to the speaker
Why
here.
would you do this?
Why?
Am I on my speaker?
I know, right?
That's
want-
that's
Also,
a
I
microphone.
saw that go into the red, so
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a
God,
mic.
that's a
I'm
microphone,
sorry,
not a
everybody. He's
speaker.
an idiot.
Whatever.
You said vibrator, and we have a vibrator on the table. Just for the people that are not watching this shit live, there is some physical gags happening in front of you.
So yeah, there's each way, depending on the way it vibrates, it creates a different fundamental property of physics, right? We don't really use string theory very much after all.
It doesn't
There's
predict anything, does it? So it's not
it made
about
some predictions,
scientific-
but I'm not going to go into some of the more in-depth stuff because that gets a little bit outside my pay grade.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
we don't really use it as much anymore because it isn't good enough at explaining all the things. So
All the things.
it was an attempt.
So this is an attempt of the theory of everything, which people have been attempting for
Right.
long time.
So
a theory
now
that
it's
explains everything that's happening in the world that doesn't make sense. You know, God.
basically. I don't know. More like God's actions.
Stringy theory. I mean, stringy God. I'm an idiot.
It's a stringy God.
Is that where the flying spaghetti monster comes in?
Oh
With
God.
his noodly appendage?
I'm pretty sure that joke was made at some point.
Do we have any pastafarians around watching?
Pastafarians? Any
Any
pastafarians?
pastafarians? Have you been touched by his noodly appendage?
I have. It's wonderful.
It was nice and soft
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
and slimy.
All right.
Why
so
did I sign up for
We're
this
making
again?
her a facepalm. I'm loving her reaction today.
The sad part is now that my schedule has changed for another couple of weeks, I'm gonna be stuck here for another.
Oh,
couple
you're gonna
of
be
weeks.
joining us for a while.
Not
so
next
you
week,
can take
but
a
at
week
least
off
a little
anytime
bit.
if
Oh,
we're too much.
I mean, we took a week off.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
on purpose, but you know.
Yeah. String cheese theory. Let's talk about that one.
I love string cheese.
I actually don't eat much string
What the fuck is
cheese.
string cheese?
It's the cheese. It's like the little cheese that I peel into little. It's like little mozzarella strips, and you peel.
Oh,
it
so
into
mozzarella
string.
string cheese?
Yeah,
Oh.
string cheese is mozzarella, right?
Well, that's
I
fucking
think.
stupid. Doesn't
That
all
goes-
cheese?
I didn't have string cheese until I was about halfway through high school, so.
Oh,
Jesus.
I don't know. It's like cheese, and when you like peel it, it comes off in like little strings, and then you eat it. And
At
it's
least I'm
yummy.
pretty sure.
It's
I might be
fascinating
wrong
when
about
people
that.
grow up eating, because didn't you you grew up with Lunchables?
No, I didn't have a Lunchable, remember?
Oh, no, that was most people grew up with Lunchables.
I love.
Remember when I came over? What was
Oh,
it?
look,
The-
we got someone on the chat actually said eating string cheese right now. Oh,
yeah, my family did not give us Lunchables. I had turkey sandwiches with mayonnaise.
Ew.
with mayonnaise, you are white, son.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just letting you know before you.
I'm what?
When did that happen?
We did the Fang water.
Am I always gonna stay this color?
Once I told
Please
Fang,
tell
like,
me someone
"You're
gets
black."
that reference.
What? No, what?
Am I always gonna stay this color?
Probably. No, I mean I don't know.
No,
the
it's
reference.
a reference to a movie.
What? Fuck. Do you know?
Never
it?
mind.
Nope.
Never mind.
Now you have to say which movie it's from.
Yeah. You have to explain your references just like I do.
It's from.
I know all my references.
Oh my god! I just forgot the name of the fucking movie. It's got a.
Oh, you forgot it.
Damn it! It's the one where
Somebody
he
in the
talks about
chat
the thermos.
says I grew up on raisins and potted meat.
What's potted meat?
What the fuck is potted meat?
It's
I
meat in a
can't
pot.
eat either of them now. It's
Like
interesting
beef
how
tips?
most people abandon the things they grew up with. It's just like is it part of the human?
Yeah, I really do not like the cold cut turkey anymore. I also don't use mayonnaise very much.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't eat that much of that stuff anymore.
I
I
hate
just
like Jack in the Box that make everything with like I think mayo and ketchup. They put mayo and ketchup on everything. It's like
I usually
fucking
ask for no mayo.
I like Whataburger because they put mustard. That's the standard.
Mustard's pretty good. I didn't have a lot of mustard growing up.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
didn't- I
love
unique.
mustard.
It's a very unique flavor. But yeah, most people
The
grow up
Jerk
doing.
with Steve Martin. That was the movie.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It is such a funny movie. I love it. I couldn't remember what it's called. I'm like, oh my god, it's like at the tip of my tongue. I forgot. I had to look it up.
Gotcha.
Guilty, 100%.
I mean, that's funny. Most people abandon the beliefs they grew up with. Are you still the same religion you were when you were a kid?
I've never been a religion.
You never been in one?
No. My mom tried to raise me Christian, but my dad was.
How's
an
Christian
atheist,
Mingle
so-
going, by the way?
I don't know.
You haven't logged in yet?
I haven't logged in yet. I should probably do that. I should probably
Yeah.
log in at least.
For
at least
those
like-
who were not keeping up with the previous, his dad signed him up for Christian Mingle.
Yeah, my dad signed me up for Christian Mingle.
Because he wants grandkids soon.
He definitely wants grandkids, and I intend to give him grandkids. But you know,
Are
gotta-
you the most likely to give
with
grandkids? 'Cause your
yeah,
brother's
most likely.
gay,
My brother is definitely gay.
And then you say your sister had some issues.
My sister's currently having issues, but it's getting better. And
Imagine Vienna sausage and Spam smashed into a can.
that sounds
Is that what potted meat
gross.
is?
that sounds really good if you fry it up.
Ew.
America.
Yeah, welcome.
Pearl Harbor.
Remember the Alamo. We live in
That
Texas.
was Rick and Morty.
I'm done.
The old guy that they go inside.
Oh yeah. I
They're
remember
like, this is
that.
an old friend of mine. Pearl Harbor.
Like, 10
All right,
minutes into
so
this
Sorry about
episode.
that.
that's about as far into string theory as I'm going to get.
That's good.
Because,
That's probably good because I lost train of.
Yeah, it's,
I have no idea.
because
yeah.
we start going into after the
We
discovery.
got to comment on the. It says fuck religion.
If we go into string theory any farther past the finding of the Higgs boson, it gets really weird.
Oh, great.
And it splits off into like superstring theory and boson string
There's a
theory.
superstring theory.
There is superstring
It's
theory.
not a very imaginative title, you know.
You know what want to know what the biggest telescope is called?
The hadron.
That's a super collider. That's not a telescope.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, damn it, I knew that one too, but I forgot it.
You failed.
They talk about it at the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. So anyway,
That's the only way I know stuff.
Big Bang Theory.
TV
Big Bang Theory. Yeah. You don't get.
The person who requested my brother is asking about the string theory and he missed it.
Well, I'm sorry. I just got done with
We
string
didn't go
theory.
too far into it. Don't worry.
You can download the podcast
He's gonna.
at both was it Google Play and iTunes. So if you missed that part of it,
And
you
YouTube.
Oh yeah, and YouTube.
You can watch the whole thing. So you can get the visual jokes with the vibrator. And by the way, would you like to talk about some of the elements in the table?
Right. So it looks like we have 2 vibrators, some cat ears, and.
Well, this is a cock ring.
Oh, is that a cock ring? I couldn't tell from.
This is a finger thing, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go on
It's
your...
a finger thing.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
finger thing
it's
with a
not a
vibrating
finger thing,
Oh, it's
yeah.
a vibrating fingering thing.
Yeah, so you put it on, pad first.
Got it.
And it vibrates. If you don't know what vibration does, it feels good. Try it.
Moving on!
The other thing is a stimulation toy. Basically, you roll it on your partner, and it makes interesting sensations. You can also stab them with it. It's very sharp. Be careful.
Oh, we're
wheel.
talking about this one.
The pokey wheel.
There's a bunch of little needles. I don't know if anybody can see that, but it's a bunch of little needles in a rolling thing. Again, there are people that listen to this and don't see it.
Yeah, so it
I
looks
like to
kind of like a
describe them.
pinwheel of spikes,
Yeah, like a pizza cutter with needles.
but
Pokey.
spikes.
yeah.
Everyone's
that's a pretty
watching me
cool
fuck with fire
sensation.
over here, so.
So, fun. I don't know if you have a topic before I'm about to jump into.
Go for
Something
it. Jump on
interesting.
in, and we'll talk about my topic here in a minute.
So, fun fact: a lot of people, again, there's kind of a shame. We were talking about this in the last podcast, that there's kind of a shame attached to people who don't. Every now and then, you don't perform great in bed, right? This is another fun fact: most girls don't come with a dick. They come with one of these tools, or with your hands,
Or with your mouth.
or with their own hands when you're not watching. So just beware, guys. Most girls will have a hard time having an orgasm with your penis because most of the stimulation isn't in the inside. So that's just a bit of a tip. Just a bit of a tip for you guys. Just a tip for you guys who think you're doing great in bed. Sometimes they're faking it, and they'll make sure they take care of themselves when you're not watching. Just in case you were wondering.
I always try to convince mine to take care of themselves while I'm watching.
What? Well, this is a hell of a good show.
You know, that's actually an interesting thing I wanted to bring up, though. Have you ever masturbated in front of somebody?
I'm not. I mean, there's so many Louis C.K. jokes in my head, but I can't.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
a lot of
God.
Louis C.K. jokes
I can't
here.
decide on this, but have I jerked off in front of anyone?
Not me.
I don't believe so.
I've
No.
jerked off in front of an audience while getting beaten.
In my opinion, there's nothing hot about my penis. That's not a good look. And I don't think penises are pretty. I mean, vaginas are not the best looking thing ever. They just feel good. Not judging.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I think they both look really nice.
Really, you like the aesthetics of genitals?
I like the aesthetics of genitals.
Alira, how do you feel about genitals?
Eh?
We got a middle ground here.
Wow, man, we got two. We got everything.
Very different
Yeah.
opinions in here. Yeah, they just do the trick, right? Like the
Yeah.
functional things.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some pretty penises. So.
Are you serious?
I think vaginas are weird looking though.
Wait. Circumcised or uncircumcised?
Circumcised.
Are they?
Yeah, you
prettier
can't
that
really
way?
see the penis. It kind of has a bag over it.
Right.
If it's uncircumcised.
Guys,
But
I'm
that
having
is
great
the-
Or,
difficulty
sorry,
over
if
here
it
and
is
I'm gonna cry.
No, I
Whatever.
remember having a girlfriend that for the first time had sex with an uncircumcised penis. It was like, there's a reason that's supposed to be there. That felt so much better, and it got me a little self-conscious, but hey, I got over it. But that's an actual thing that some girls who, again, it's kind of a thing that it's popular to say I like it when it is not. It doesn't have the foreskin.
The bag.
It doesn't have the,
The
bag
bag.
over the head. But I really like. There's really good arguments on both sides that it feels better, and it also for the guy. There's a bunch of nerves and stuff. Then I gotta fucking burp, but I don't know how to. It's driving me insane.
So should I
That's
pat your
another one.
back?
I go for it. If you can make
There
me
we go.
burp, I will laugh.
There you go.
That'll be a nice stunt for the.
I'm bad at this. I don't have a kid.
I'm also
but you
not
do.
a baby, but I actually do have muscles. That
I could always
keep-
hit you in the diaphragm. That'll get it.
Ditchbag. But no, I actually, this is a fun fact about me. I don't know how to burp. People that can burp on command, that's not a thing. I don't know how to do it. I have burped on occasion, and it's usually completely
And it
unwanted.
confuses them, and it's really funny.
Are you like a dog?
It's like when you see a
Yes.
puppy fart and they didn't even know what it was. Like, wait, what was that noise? So I have actually burped and go, oh shit, that's that. Okay. But I don't know how people do that shit when they drink like a soda or something. Go, I don't know how to do that shit. I'm too polite.
I'm
I got
contemplating
manners
causing problems.
or something.
If you have manners, I'm the Queen of England.
I'm
debating how much trouble I
sorry
wanna
for your
cause here.
company this week. See what I did there?
Good. It was a good one.
What? She just made a sexy face. What's going on?
No,
over
no,
there?
I'm contemplating. So my coals are not staying lit, and I'm debating how horrible it would be for me to grab my hot plate and more coals. My hookah's not staying lit, and I'm mad.
Stay lit.
The coals went out on their own. I don't
By the way,
understand.
we got official quote of the night. Look who's watching. Look, the last person watching. You don't know. You don't know who that is. This is Jim from Whataburger,
Oh, neat.
the Mormon.
Well,
We have a Mormon watching, guys. Hi.
we just got done talking about penises and
Speaking of
uncircumcised penises.
circumcision.
Yeah, speaking of circumcisions, I'm actually quite happy with my circumcision. So a lot of guys don't.
I don't know what it would be like, but I did have a discussion with my mom about why she decided to do that without my consent. That was a fun conversation.
Oh, that sounds interesting. You want to go into that, or you want to keep?
No, actually, I have a topic in mind now. Now that we're talking about sexy topics, a Hegel face.
Oh no, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We're getting to that. We're getting to that. We're getting to that.
Okay.
That's not how you
That
say
is-
it either.
It's not. I think you said a Hegel, right?
It's
Go for it. Go for
a
it. Do it.
hegao, I think.
A Hegel.
It doesn't really matter. We're getting to it.
We're getting-
Whoop.
Oh my
A
god.
Hegel face.
Yeah. No.
Too soon.
I
Alright.
don't think
I'm
so.
no,
You guys are not ready for that.
not ready for it.
but your
we're
kids are
getting
gonna
we're
love
getting
it.
to that. Don't worry. It's going to be a heck of a time.
This is gonna be fun.
We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish nipping
Yeah.
the tip on this circumcision thing.
And I'm gonna set the room on fire. Woo!
For the record, we have a quote now for the next shirt. The penis has a bag over it.
That's real packaged meat.
I agree.
It's potted meat.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm just mixing all the comments together
Yeah.
and balling them up into this dumb thing that makes me smile.
That's nothing new for you, love.
This ball of just, and then you just ejaculate it all over the podcast, just all over there.
God.
So open your mouth.
Close your eyes, and I will give you a great surprise.
A great surprise. So thank you guys for watching and listening.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you guys are enjoying our stupidity. This is
Today is a
most-
really silly podcast.
It's a
I'm
very-
enjoying it. It was a little dark last time. I'm glad it's
I
getting
started my
lighthearted.
caffeine ahead of time, so I'm a little hyper and my brain is everywhere today.
I didn't
Just
do
make
it.
a very loud noise and
No,
please be careful.
I'm setting the room on fire. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
So
This is fine.
My hookah went out. I was sad.
So if a fire started right here, what would you do right now at this point in time?
I would turn to the camera and probably try to do the best "This is fine" meme as best as I
Oh,
could.
the dog.
Yeah, with the dog with the room on fire.
That'll be
Okay,
fine.
to be fair though, if a fire does start, I'm gonna die because I'm like trapped. I would have to try to like make my way out the window.
You have way more of an exit strategy than we
the
do.
fire's gonna be in front of me.
Oh. I mean,
Honestly, I would pull you out and just keep one side toasted long enough to become Two-Face. It'll be great.
Oh yes.
Two-Face. Dual dent.
Make sure you do the side with the scar already, so that way at least I have one pretty side.
Ooh. Scars. Bend down and touch your toes. I'm going to show you where the wild goose goes.
What?
Okay.
That was like that was a what do you call it? A limerick. I had a hard time reading that aloud. But yeah, you just
don't
move
think
on
that's
to
a
your
limerick.
topic. Sorry to take over with the dumb
I think
shit.
that's just a rhyme.
Huh? Oh, that's supposed to rhyme? That white boy's not a very good rhymer.
What?
Dead people. I've got nothing.
I mean, that's evident.
You want me to bring up a dark topic, or you want to say something funny?
Why are we doing dark topics? I mean, what is the dark topic? Okay.
Actually, this one's kind of funny. I was watching Forensic Files.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that show, but it's fascinating how wasteful they are with the time. Because the episode's about 30 minutes long, and then you notice that almost all the evidence that they walked you through is completely irrelevant by the end. Because it's like, and he drove a Chevy, blah, 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 that is brown, and he was seen in a car that color was seen in that area, and he wore the same size shoe than the shoe print outside, and his semen was inside her vagina, so he went to jail for this. You're like, why did anything matter? I was watching the whole episode, and by the end, I'm like, wait, you
It
guys
was-
had DNA? Why the
It
fuck
was
did you
so
walk me
bad.
through
Like,
everything else?
he was literally like
I was
talking
screaming at it.
shit the entire show. The
Sounds
entire
like,
show.
That sounds exactly like how I
used
do
to
it.
enjoy it. I don't know what happened. I got cynical, or I just analyzed it more. But I'm like, why?
You overanalyze it like you do everything.
I'm sorry.
I have to get this guy like blackout drunk so
I
he can
used
watch
to-
scary movies
Mom-
because he
Mom-
will just yell at the TV.
Mommy, Daddy, I love you. Stop fighting.
We love you. Now go to sleep so we can fuck.
Okay.
I'm leaving. Baymax, have your way. I'm out.
Sweet. I remember to bring the rope today. So.
Oh shit. Fun fact: somebody called me Mexican just by reading my name, and that was fascinating. Like a bartender saw me, like read my ID or.
I always knew spiders were Mexican.
All spiders are Mexican.
All spiders are Mexican.
They all come from Mexico. She read my name and it's like, your name starts with an X, huh? Are you from Mexico? And I'm like, that's the reason? Not the brown skin or the accent? You know, no, my name starts with an X. It's like, you must be from Mexico. I'm like, fucking what? And it just made me analyze that there is a lot of traditional names in Mexico that start with an X. There's cities that start with an X. You know, and it never occurred to me, but it might have been the reason I've been obsessed with the letter X since I was a kid. So when it came time to choose my name, I put an X on it.
Well, that's interesting.
But I had no idea up until a Mexican girl tells me you're from Mexico, right? That's why you put an X on your name. And I'm like, I had no idea. I am Mexican, and I did grow up with a bunch of shit that starts with an X, but it never crossed my mind that might have been why I'm obsessed with that letter. And I put it in my name eventually. So that's the thing.
Yeah. Getting back to circumcised penises.
Yeah, circumcision.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of glad that I had my penis circumcised, considering the fact that it, according at least to the studies that I've read, that it actually decreases the sensitivity of the penis. And
Oh, that would make you fuck longer, right?
theoretically.
Yeah.
Which, if that is true, then I'm glad I was circumcised because I already have a really sensitive penis. I do not need any.
Is it overly sensitive?
Have
you compared it to others?
I just do a ladder and check and.
Okay.
I
think that one went over my head.
It went over my head for 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh wait, he's kidding.
Yeah. It's where you never mind.
No, I don't want to know.
Oh,
Okay, now I have to explain.
God damn it!
So it's where you pull the foreskin of one penis over another penis and jerk it. Like two penises touching.
Isn't that ducking? That's ducking.
Docking?
You never heard of this?
Yeah.
You put
You're
two penis,
correct.
one's circumcised, one's not, and then the foreskin of one over the other.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay,
sure that's
I
what
have
it's called.
heard of that
And
before.
then you just kind of jerk both guys off with the foreskin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of that before.
And
Okay.
and whoever comes first, good luck getting the suction off, because it's like a Chinese finger trap after a while, right? It starts.
I'm assuming.
You have to pull like the tip. So
I had
some
no
air
issues.
goes in, the suction cup might become a thing.
I had no
I'm
issues.
sorry,
It was
I'm
mostly his
describing-
foreskin, not mine. So like, I don't have much foreskin down
I got a comment on Twitch saying you're not alone. Mine is super sensitive on the head specifically.
Yeah. That it gets.
Then stop flicking it.
Baymax.
Look. Sometimes I like it. Okay. It's a thing. It's just a thing. I like it.
We discussed how like some people physically hurt their penises to get blood to it so that you'll get hard.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you actually flick it, but like you've seen on porn, they slap the shit out of their dicks, and I'm like, why? You're like, oh, that makes sense actually.
Yeah. If you ever want to know in porn why they slap their dick, it's to get blood to it so that it keeps staying hard. They also use, from what I've researched, a lot of Viagra. Lots of Viagra is used in pornography.
They have to, right?
Yeah.
I've seen a porn once where the guy like he's supposed to come on her face, and she's not particularly good at this, so she like flinches off, which she's not supposed to do. Right? She's supposed to enjoy it. That's the image they sell you that girls enjoy cum. Nobody enjoys cum.
I hate it. I just like it a lot. I
not-
have known a true semen demon though,
Someone who actually enjoys
who really loves it.
Oh.
Demon.
Yeah, they love cum. I watched this person down a glass of the stuff.
Ooh!
Ew.
What,
Yeah.
Was it one person's cum or?
No, it was a whole bunch of people.
Ooh! We'll talk about Deviant.
Yeah, so that's a thing.
Oh,
If you
speaking
ever-
of which, we found out recently that somebody, I'll tell you who later, but so that somebody, like, a friend of ours said that her significant other had proposed that she goes fuck someone so they come inside her, and then for her to come back to him so he could go down on her and suck the cum out of her vagina.
Yeah, that's actually a thing that I've
And
done.
you've
No,
done
on the giving end, not the receiving.
So someone came inside you and then
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, someone came inside me, and then I
and
went,
somebody sucked it out of you.
and then
Yeah,
someone
okay.
sucked it out of mine.
Got it. There's 3 people in this situation, so you can be anything.
Yeah, I could be anything I want.
That's what they told me when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
they told me I could be anything, so I was a vacuum.
Oh shit! we
This
got
is the
it.
worst
We're
time to
killing
be
her.
playing with coals because I'm gonna end up lighting the
Just playing
fucking
with
house on
flammable shit
fire.
when we say things.
This is terrible.
This
This
is amazing. I
If
got
it burns for longer than an hour, go see a doctor.
I'm so bad.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be one of these podcasts.
Yeah, like the rest.
Accurate.
I'm trying to have like a time in front of my face, but I really don't know when we started anymore.
It's 8:58.
Do you have a time at the bottom of the recording?
Oh,
much
like
is
how long it is?
the recording?
43.
About 6 inches.
That's bullshit, and you know it.
No, it isn't.
You have 6 inches?
I actually have a successful 6 inches.
Oh,
I am actually quite happy with
how
that.
much is 6 inches? I thought that sounds huge.
6 inches is about that big.
Oh, that's like average size, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long is this about? I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yep, I actually never measured my own penis. Someone else did it for me.
neither. Someone measured it for you? That's amazing. That's a real friend. I wouldn't do that for you. Sorry.
It was a doctor.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I had it measured. It was a very odd thing, but it happened.
Wait, why would a doctor measure your penis?
Study?
Oh, just to study it?
Yeah.
That's
Case study. Things like that.
so you went into like a dick measuring study?
Yeah, I went to a dick measuring contest.
Oh my god.
I came up average.
Did you-
Slightly above
I
average.
was like, did you win?
No, that
You
goes
know-
to Big Jim Slade.
This brings me to
Kudos to anybody who manages to get that reference.
Oh, cool.
That is a heck of a reference.
I didn't even hear that.
Yep. That was a good reference.
I
You
was,
have definitely not seen that movie, and if you have, you would have just busted out laughing there. So
I fixed the hookah.
Cool.
Okay, better.
So I was at the bar. Thank you for ignoring the rest of the podcast.
Sorry.
You can participate anytime. But there was so I actually had a conversation at the bar the other day where somebody said that most like I don't know anybody who thinks they have an average intelligence, and I'm like, I think I have average intelligence. Why? And it's like, you really think you're an average intelligence? Like, yeah, like I can point at people here that I believe are smarter and people that are dumber than me. I don't believe I'm the smartest or even smarter than most people. I'm pretty sure I'm average. In any given room, about half the people I think are smarter and about half the people I think are dumber. That's a thing. So that was an interesting perspective. Like, well, that's very odd. Like, I think my IQ is like 102, which is not above average by anything. Like, that's about as average as it gets. 100 is average.
yeah, 100 is literally the average.
Yeah, there has to be. Somebody actually has that. What's the average IQ? And I'm like, definition of the 100 is the definition of an average IQ. That they keep moving it, so the average IQ has moved, but it's always been 100 by the measurement they use. So that's an interesting one.
Ooh, Carlos got it.
That's my brother.
Nice. Kentucky
the-
Fried Movie.
You got the reference. Oh,
Kudos to
shit.
you.
That's
That is amazing. Yes, and then other pod did
I'm proud
it
of
as
you.
well.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh man, we have got to see that movie. That's a good movie.
I love how they're like about a minute behind.
I know, right?
So we're reacting a little late
Did
to
that
it.
just show up? Because I wasn't even
It
watching.
just
That just showed
up.
up.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
they're definitely
cool.
behind, but
Yeah,
they're
no,
listening.
it's behind as per usual.
Okay, so do we have any other topics that we want to reference?
We're finishing your topics first.
Which one?
I'm letting you
not
finish
really-
first.
It's so sweet of you. I had a thought about cemeteries. So this is something I was discussing before.
Oh, that's the thing we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, there's something I just found fascinating about the word cemetery. In Spanish, the word cemetery is cementario, which, if you sort of know the base words, cement is cemento, and ario is like a place you put things at. So when you kind of read the word cementario, it's like, oh, it's a place where you put cement, which it's what a cemetery technically is. Doesn't say anything about dead people, you know? But I found it interesting that the English version of that word does not say cement in it, because they took the N off for some weird reason, and it's cemetery. And we know as somebody who speaks English, you know what a cemetery is,
Right.
but you don't know the base words anymore. And I'm pretty sure that happens a lot with the English language. With you know the meaning of the word, but you don't know the basis, what made that word. Because now I'm starting to get the feeling that that's a modified word from a different language that actually made sense to split apart.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know enough about language, honestly.
I was trying to think of another example of this, but this does happen, and I've had this happen before, where I explain
What do you call a mausoleum in
was a
Spanish?
mausoleum? I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like a house for dead people.
It's those the little buildings.
It's the
that
buildings.
They have it's a crypt essentially.
Yeah, but it's like a whole bunch of dead people.
That's a good question. Like a multiple grave, like on the walls, right?
Yeah, a room with like dead people on the walls and stuff.
Balls! I have no idea. I don't think I've ever been to one, so I have no.
I mean, that's fair.
No comparison.
If anybody knows what the word for in Spanish for
look it up.
mausoleum,
Siri.
Hey Siri,
We have a Siri in the room.
what's the Spanish word for mausoleum?
I don't even know how to spell mausoleum, by the way.
I can't get the answer to that on Apple Watch.
Bite me. Okay, fine.
How do you spell it?
I think it's.
I have no idea.
I think you're right.
What's the Spanish word for mausoleum?
MOS.
Mausoleum.
Oh, there we go.
Mausoleo. MAUSOLEO.
Mausoleo.
I just pulled it up. I beat you to it.
Yeah, you did, but I was
Siri's
reading
faster
it.
than you.
Yeah, but I actually don't. Mausoleo. Wow, that's an interesting word. I actually don't understand.
Sweet.
Here's another one that we recently learned. The definition of a girlfriend or a boyfriend is someone you have a romantic or sexual relationship with. Which kind of changed some of the. Look, my brother answered too.
Oh, neat.
He's on top of this shit.
Right?
I think we should have my brother on the podcast whenever he's in town. Yeah, I think he's at our level and some of the references
I'll duck
and
out
language.
for that one.
Oh, well, as long as he's okay with my weird ass sex references, I think it'll be fine.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
And yes, linguistics are a fucking rabbit hole, and I love language. Language is fascinating. Lyra just set up a home put at home.
Yay! I win!
No, say something to Alexa. Come on, do something.
Alexa, play the 1812 Overture.
God damn it!
You'll thank me for that later.
Okay, I'm trying to think of I wonder what I can make his HomePod do. Now I'm curious.
Well, he turned it off by now, I hope, if he's not an idiot.
If not, he's listening to some wonderful music by Tchaikovsky.
Well, no, the HomePod's not gonna respond to Alexa.
Siri.
That's Hey Siri.
Yeah, Alexa is the Amazon one, but, but just in case anyone listening has that.
Yeah, anyone listening has that and they have it turned up, Bill.
Now we're trolling all the way, because why not?
So, yeah. Any other topics?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, by the way, if anybody wants to write us, we have an email set up for this. It's freakingdeviant@gmail.com. Also, you can visit freakingdeviant.com to keep up with the episodes. What else? We also have a shirt for sale in that website of the logo that you see on the screen.
We're also trying to get on Pornhub.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this. That we wanna make a Pornhub account and just publish the podcast on Pornhub. Because why not? We actually have some sexual topics that may be interesting.
Yeah, my topic is definitely sexual, so
yeah,
actually relevant to Pornhub.
Yeah, so I'd be down with that.
And then personal plug, if y'all want to watch me game and be stupid, you can follow me at twitch.tv/AliraLay.
Yeah, Lira is also on the screen. Oh yeah, I guess people that are listening don't know, but you want to spell that just in case anybody's listening.
ALIRALEI.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch.
You can also look out for #hookah streamer.
Also #hookah streamer.
Because she's the only one in the world, or at least the first one who started doing
The first
this.
one, yeah.
At least
Who
the
actually,
first one.
well, somebody might have copied by now. But
Nope, it's still just me. I checked.
It's still you.
It's
So
still
if
just
you
me,
look
I
up
checked.
#hookah streamer, she invented the term. And she's the only
I
one
smoke
that
hookah, play video
smokes hookah and
games,
plays video games
yell
at the same
at my
time.
TV.
It's fucking unique, actually. This is fascinating to me. But
Good
yeah,
plug.
so,
Good plug.
But yeah, for sure, anybody that keeps up with the podcast and
As I
has
joke.
downloaded, thank you guys so much. As of right now, look, we already gained a couple more downloads. Oh, and I wanted to do a shout out for all the countries because I found out since we started the fucking podcast that that there's a lot of countries who I've visited that are listening to us. So most of the United States, but look, we got a Germany. Shout out to China, France, Finland, and Ireland.
Ooh,
The
Ireland.
only ones that I know, if it's Germany, Hallo Deutschland, wie geht's?
You don't know the France?
I don't know French, nor should I.
No shit.
I actually don't know French at all, which is weird.
I
'cause-
figured you would. You of
Well,
all
okay,
people.
my favorite opera is French, Le Comptoir. It is my favorite opera. It's also a hilarious opera, one that doesn't end in tragedy, actually. Definitely a comedy. It's awesome if you ever have a chance to watch it.
I wanna do
It's
something-
amazing. It's an amazing opera. Only if you're into opera, though. Most people are not into opera, and it can be a little much for some people to sit through, 3 or 4 hours just kind of
I want to do something funny.
fantastic music.
And
What are you up to?
I know this is not the right time,
It never
No,
is.
it never is the right time.
but I want to.
As per usual.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
That's
We would have to do that. We would have to do that.
You have to
when
back off the mic
Yeah,
for sure.
when this would have to be like a thing where I set
Damn.
up and then do
Damn.
it. Because if I sing this close to the mic, I'm gonna max that thing out.
Oh, you were gonna make him
So,
sing?
so he sings opera, and
Very
my
well.
favorite is Besti Laguma, which is
Vesti La Juba.
Pagliacci.
You
I
tried.
say it way wrong. Okay, but the Pagliacci song, and I just fucking love to hear him sing that shit. I should probably post a video at some point on the Twitch. So
Like
you
an
can see
actual,
it.
like
Like an
professional,
actual-
like a
like
good
a
video.
good recording of it, just because we have you.
Yeah,
singing
he can't
that
sing
shit.
in this room. He would kill everybody. Everyone's eardrums would explode right now.
It's a very small room, yeah.
It is very strong, and I would make sure to
he's an
turn
amazing
this way.
singer.
I turned towards Spider
You
at
would
that
stand
point.
like over here and do it, and it would still.
It was still just
Yeah.
It's very
fucking
loud.
bounce everywhere. But okay, so I think I believe I'm done with my topic. What do you got?
Sweet. So I wanted to talk about drawn porn today. So I'm going to be including.
Hentai?
Well,
Yeah.
we will be including hentai, but I also wanted.
Oh, there's
to,
different.
Oh yeah, there is drawn Western porn. There's
Things to
drawn
learn.
Arabic porn. There's all sorts of cool drawn porn that you guys probably never even knew
Arabic
about.
is in the book, the Kama Sutra.
That
Middle
is
Eastern,
in
isn't it?
is
Oh, it's Indian?
Indian, I do believe.
is
Yeah,
Indian,
it's
yeah,
Indian. Which, by the way, Kama Sutra totally thing. I actually want to get my copy of the Kama Sutra and go through it at some point and tell you which positions you can for various lengths of penises, because that is actually a very important thing.
No shit.
You will hurt your partner and you will hurt your dick. I've tried doing some of those things. Just so you know, I have really, really hurt my dick doing that. It was like sprained and I had to like take weeks off of using my penis.
Oh,
That's
not
a
weeks
thing?
off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a thing, and it hurts. Never sprain your penis. It sucks.
Wow.
You can sprain it.
You can sprain all sorts of stuff. I
had
pulled my
known-
groin. You know how bad it is to pull your groin? It's up where the gooch was. It is so nasty. It hurts. It feels like someone kicked you in the gooch.
So it looks like Drake just joined. You might want to
hi,
repeat
Drake.
that last sentence.
Yeah, Kama Sutra, I want to do an entire, I wouldn't say episode, but I want to do like a fairly significant segment on the Kama
Run through it.
Sutra.
Like we have a list of them. We're like, don't
List
do
of
this
them.
one. Don't do this one.
yeah.
If your dick looks like this, don't do that one.
Yeah, there's certain things, there's certain positions, there's some positions that will really enhance your sex life. But you'll have to stay tuned for more
Stay tuned.
freaking deviant.
I had actually heard the Freak and the Deviant, but freakanddeviant.com.
Good plug.
Find
Good
us on
plug.
iTunes and Google Play and
Smash that like button.
and what like button?
Did you
Clickety
just have a
clack,
YouTube
clickety
channel?
clack the like button. But yeah, freakanddeviant.com if you guys want to keep up with the episodes and stuff. And I think all the links to every streaming site is in there too. But yeah, I was gonna bring up. There's a case where a girl was fucking the guy too violently and broke his penis.
Yes,
and that was the actual language in the lawsuit because he sued her for this.
Yeah, you can break. You can
Give me the mouse up there.
That pop
one
is
sec.
That's coming out.
terrifying.
It's
Oh
in
my
my thing.
god.
Yeah, so that happened.
There's a pop?
Yeah. So when you sprain your penis, there's a pop, and that is the muscle and the tendons going and like separating and stuff. And it kind of sounds like that too. I
Is
might
that
have
permanent,
just
by the way? Is that a permanent injury?
sprained penis. No, broken penis. Yes.
Oh my god.
A broken penis is the recovery for that is really bad. It will cause a permanent kind of like ring around your dick, wherever it breaks. and
my
it's
God.
not
I'm
fun.
dying now. That
So,
is fucked
for
up.
people who don't know, the most common way to break your penis is having sex on a table. I actually refuse
Oh my
to
god,
have
Drake's agreeing too. How many of you guys have done this? What the fuck?
spraining a penis is a thing. Like, you just sprain
I
your
feel like
penis
everyone's
sometimes.
like, yes, I've done this too.
I've never done it.
It hurts.
I've
it
never
hurts
broken
way
my
too
penis.
bad. No,
No, not
I know,
broken,
never
sprain.
broken.
Oh,
Sprain.
so I've
We're
never
talking
done that.
apparently like so
I've
far
never done that
3
either.
guys.
I don't know
One
what fucking
who's in
weird
this
shit
and 2
you guys
who
are
are watching
doing, but
have
I'm not.
sprained their dicks.
Like I said, I was doing the Kama Sutra, and some of those positions are not good. I would actually probably say that maybe some of the people here were trying to do some Kama Sutra poses and they sprained their dick.
Fun fact: I can pop mine without spraining. Why? That's a weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex. Instant tears. Oh god.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Speaking of weird experiences, Drake, at some point I want you to join the podcast and tell the story about the one time that you electrified someone with your penis. And that's what I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to give you any details until he shows up and explains the rest of the
So
story.
don't say anything
I've
else, Drake.
electrified
We'll
my
bring you in.
penis.
Yeah, and don't give any details on the chat. I want you to come here and give the story personally whenever you have the time. Huzzah!
Huzzah! I love him.
The only thing that I can say to that is running current through my dick, which I've done before.
With the
No, actual current with like copper wire
like
and
not
stuff
like
like
the
that.
violet one, but like
You put copper wire on the dick?
Yeah, and ran current through it.
Oh, fucking hell. Some people are... You're a fucking deviant.
What?
That's what
No.
you are.
Shut up, freak.
did we just like
Somebody said I have a Kama Sutra scratcher.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
that's
I guess. Whatever floats your boat, man. So yeah, drawn porn. So there's.
Oh yeah, drama. That's where we started.
So we start with drawn porn. I have to keep this train on the tracks, more or less. It's still going
Can we?
downhill, but you know, whatever.
Do I look like a fucking train to you?
roller coaster that's off the rails.
It's a crazy train.
Oh, you really had to go with Ozzy.
Yes.
Yeah. To be fair, I've been playing a lot of Rock Band and like Guitar Hero recently,
you
and I've been
know,
playing
so
the
his
Crazy
brain's
Train.
kinda
Yeah,
stuck on it right
I'm
now.
sorry, I'm stuck in the.
I got a choo choo on the comments over here.
So drawn porn. So there's a difference between what would be considered art with nudity and porn, right? Especially when it comes to a lot of laws and things like that. Basically, anything with the explicit intent to show nudity is usually considered porn,
Okay.
right? Whereas anything conveying a different emotion or portraying a different event that just happens to have nudity in
Wait,
it.
we have a request to turn the vibrator on and just set it on the table.
Why would we do that? It's going to
'Cause
make
it's gonna,
noise.
There's gonna be. Yeah.
I hope everyone likes that noise.
There's a vibrator on the table just dancing around.
That's
I'm going to turn this off now.
that was like insta annoying.
All right. Just set that right there.
But Dad.
Aww,
We're having
heroes are fun.
We continue doing this. I swear. I will use this.
That one's very quiet.
Battery's dead on that one.
That one's totally on. But it's like, because it's like the plasticky thing, you can't.
No, it's just that the battery's low.
No, just fuck, touch that.
It's
strong.
definitely vibrating.
Yeah, it's very strong, but the rubbery thing is
If you can't hear
protecting it. Yeah.
Someone replaced the battery then, but it wasn't me.
Oh, we got another person, Jesse, watching. Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. I don't know who Jesse is.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do.
I
Anyway.
forget these things. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I
drawn
could connect
porn.
her to the story I told earlier, but
So, yeah, drawn porn. Right. So we're going to just go ahead and jump into the two big topics we're going to talk about today, which is furries and hentai.
furries.
I love furries.
So I promised 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
the week before that, and the week before that we were going to talk about furries, and I decided that we were going to jump into this rabbit hole with
God damn it.
going to jump into this with starting with the art of furries, and then we're going to move on to hentai to kind of cleanse the palate. So
the chaser is the chaser.
so
in
we're-
alcoholic terms, that's the chaser.
So I did promise this. So furry porn is a thing. You can find it. If you really want to, you can look it up. I suggest against it. Definitely do not look up Sonic with your safe search off.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, do you know they fixed it?
Oh yeah, the Sonic movie.
Yeah, the trailer. It
Yeah.
looks just like the animated. Now.
If you want to giggle, if you want a real giggle, look up Tony the Tiger versus furries. It's hilarious.
Oh my god!
A little thing about the furry community. This does not speak for all the furries in the community. However, this would be a solid 50%, in my opinion.
Oh, we have furries in the chat, by the way. Drake and Karen looks like they say they're into this. So keep going.
Yeah. So for those people who don't know why, I was in the furry community for quite a while, probably for way too long. I'm currently out of the furry community. Look, when you stare into the abyss, it starts staring back, and it changes you.
It starts staring back. I love this.
So there is an actual furries at some point kind of took over the Twitter for Tony the Tiger and started posting some very lewd comments towards Tony the Tiger, and it caused a bit of an outrage. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm not going to spoil it. It's pretty great to read some of the comments.
Okay, so isn't there actually a different term for a furry versus a furry that participates in sexual acts? Because I've actually seen that referenced on TikTok.
That's something I asked. I was under the impression that was a sexual thing, and apparently there are some people that just like the behavior.
Yes, so there is a big difference between people who are just furries and people who do things like yiffing and things like that.
Yiffing, that was the term.
So right,
Yiffing?
so furries can yiff, but furries don't have to yiff. Right, you don't have to yiff to be a furry.
That sounds like YOLOing or something. I don't know.
I will be explaining everything here in a moment.
Okay. I'll sit back, teacher. I got you.
So you can be a furry while the table's vibrating. You can be a furry, but you don't have to yiff, right? Which
Is the vibrator on? Sorry.
yiffing is the act of having sex, usually in a fursuit or at least having some sort of furry attire
I see the connection.
on.
Okay.
If you're just having regular sex, some furries will say that's yiffing. I disagree with them. That's just my personal opinion, though. Yiffing is when you have some sort of fur attire on, or you're at least having sex in your fursona.
Fursona.
Yeah, we're getting into it. We're getting into it.
I follow a bunch of furries on TikTok, so I see a lot of this stuff.
Oh, okay.
At least in some part of your fursona. Sometimes fursonas can actually have, fuzzy things like helmets and things like that you see, gloves, etc., etc. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just a collar. Either way, having sex in your fursona is yiffing.
Yiffing. How do you spell that again?
Yiffing.
Yiff.
Yiff.
Is there a reason that's the term?
That goes way older than me. So that's a little bit above my head. I can look that up and get back to you on that one.
That's fascinating.
Where that term first
really
starts.
My interest is language.
Yeah, I will look up
Behavior
where
is
that
fine.
term first came from. If someone in chat wants to look that up, that's totally cool. I don't know where it first came from. That's a little bit above me right now. Furries are a thing, and they typically come from. If you think about old Disney movies containing animals or anthropomorphic animals, things like Robin Hood, the Disney's Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that. Those are kind of like where furries start, right?
Shit,
where
really?
you get your kind of introduction, right?
Okay. So that's what. So Disney created furries.
It's widely considered that Disney created furries. A lot of people are like, Egyptians were the first furries, and I disagree. That sort of art style, the sort of mimicked art style that you see today in furry art and things like that, is very much similar to the Disney formula and drawing and the way it looks.
I can see the aesthetics coming from Disney movies.
Right. I'm assuming you've seen furry porn before.
I have not.
Okay, well that's going to be interesting.
I was under the impression you couldn't fuck with that thing. You simulated sex. I mean, do they put an opening on the fucking suit so you can fuck with it?
Some do, some do not. So the
Depends
way
on how the suit is made.
Yeah. So
That's
my experience,
weird. Okay.
you usually have two suits. If you can afford two suits, because suits are very expensive.
Yeah, it looks like custom-made work, yeah.
You can have just your sex suit for sex purposes and also convention purposes or walking purposes.
Oh, so you can have a dickless one in a convention. I see it. I get it.
Basically. They also usually have flaps if they are convertible suits, where the piece is actually internal that you can then remove for your penis.
That still feels like you make a mess.
Okay, I got it here.
Okay, what do you got?
All right, Yif first made its appearance on Furry Muck in the early 1990s, where the character invented a cute language of Foxish. The idea of a new language may have been inspired by fictitious languages in a wider sci-fi fantasy genre, where the form roots in furry fandom. Yif is one of 7 basic sounds of Foxish and was the most happy and positive and could be used as a greeting. There's also a slang term of yip, which was rude and served as a sexual proposition. Over time, yip was replaced with yif, and the word took its current meaning.
That's very interesting.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you very much for looking that up.
Sexual context was grounded in 1997.
Okay, that's interesting.
Very.
Yeah, furry's been around for a while. Been around for a long time.
Apparently so.
So I first started doing furries with furry conventions in the Austin area, which, if you know about...
You've dated furries?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of sexual encounters with furries. Matter of fact, a solid quarter of my sexual encounters with people in general have actually come from furries.
From furries. Wow.
From furries, yeah.
Okay. I love that we've said this before in a previous podcast, that if there's anything weird, deviant or something, he's probably heard of it or at least seen it.
Okay, so here's a question.
Or done it.
Oh, done it, yeah.
Would it still be considered yiffing if it's one furry and just a person who's not into the furry thing?
One person could be yiffing and the other person could not be. So again, having sex in your fursona is considered yiffing.
So it could be just for one person and not necessarily the other.
It is not. Yeah, it's you. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like when a kinky person has regular sex with a normie.
Yeah, they can still be a kinky person.
They're just willing to have regular sex with someone because that's what that person
Let's say one person really likes wearing leather while having sex and they're particularly kinky. If they're wearing leather, they're being kinky, but the other person's just a normal person.
Yeah,
they're just having sex.
Yeah, that's okay.
They could qualify it as kinky sex if they wanted to, but and for the sake of making definitions easy.
It's another one. Like when a guy who's straight has sex with another guy, he's still just having sex, but the other guy's taking it, so he's gay.
No, they're both pretty gay. I'm gonna say it right now.
Look, there's nothing gay about getting your dick sucked.
By a dude? Yeah, that's pretty gay.
That was from Harold and Kumar. Go to the prison. I forgot.
Was it prison? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was prison.
The Guantanamo. It was go to Guantanamo. Sorry. Moving on.
Yeah. So.
Gay for pay. That's what the comment says.
There's a huge thing about furry art in the community, right? A lot of people get into the fandom via the art. At least that's how I did it, and that's how most of my friends did.
So somebody draws like a sexy
animal-like person, right?
Got it.
And it looks nice, and they do a really good job, and people come and see that, and at the time I was a normie, as normal as I could be. I'd already done some weird stuff, don't worry about it. Goes and finds that, and they get interested, right? They like the art, they're like, huh, and then they get talking and stuff like that, and then one thing leads to another, and you're at a furry convention.
Having sex with a furry.
Yeah. That comes later during the rave. It's never mind.
Raves. Now we're talking language.
Also, kitten play isn't necessarily furries. Not all furries are kittens, and not all kittens are furries.
That is true.
Oh, this is the girl with the ears.
Well, yeah, because that's actually a big thing. Is a lot of girls.
That's more behavior than looks, isn't it?
I mean, it depends on how you identify it, because a lot of girls in kitten gear, like when I have my full kitten gear on, like my fluffy ears and my fluffy tail, I had been asked if I was a furry before, and I'm like, no, I'm a kitten. And people don't quite understand the difference that no, I don't have a fursona. I don't do the fursuits and the furry conventions and things like that. I do kitten play.
It feels like everybody
behaviors, but I'm not necessarily.
It feels like everybody fantasizes about being something mythical or something like that. Because we know someone who
anime
wants
cat girls
to be
are awesome.
A mermaid. It's actually this is the last person.
Oh, yeah.
But that one's like the tail, and they had to like train to swim with those weird fucking tails. You can get custom made, and that's a whole nother like what is that? That's not a furry, right?
No,
It's
there's
kind of a fish.
there's also all sorts of other things like
It's a
scalies.
fishy. A scalies.
Scalies is I don't know if mermaids
fascinating.
actually qualify as scalies. I don't think they do, but there's also like I
fascinating.
forget what the mammalian ones are called, but there's also those. Furry is kind of a very general term. There are some furries who would state that kitten play is furry. I disagree. I disagree with that assessment. I think that being furry specifically revolves around the fursona and not just like liking of art or things like that, because you can like a piece of art and not be that thing, right?
Yeah. That's a good start. I mean, it's just.
I mean, that's kind of like a stepping stone. It was just like I follow a bunch of furries on TikTok, but that doesn't mean that like I want to go get a fursuit and like have a fursona. I enjoy them, and I think that they're very interesting individuals because you know
We got a question on the chat there.
What we got?
You want to read it out loud?
So yeah, puppy play in the kink community isn't furry. Yes. So puppy play again is very much a power dynamic play if you think about
That's
it like
what I was
that.
thinking. I think it's a dumb sub thing.
Yeah,
not
it's
an animal
it's
thing.
a alteration on the power dynamic. So
No, the horseplay is a whole nother.
Same thing though.
Again,
It's
it's
not
still
technically
not
a
a furry.
furry.
it's not a furry. Again, what I think, and I could be wrong and I might get burned by some furries here, but I do believe that furry in and of itself is connected to the fursona, the thing that you
So you become this character.
that you become the character.
Gotcha.
If you are not becoming the character, then at no point are you participating in furry culture and furry kind.
Right, because like when I'm in kitten play, I emulate like more
Fairy
cat-like
kind, I love this. For fairy
attitudes and like stupid little like playing with like balls, like little dangly balls.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
no, I've seen you-
but
I've
I'm
seen
not
you very
necessarily
kitten-like, but-
being a different
No, it's still you.
persona. Or
Yeah.
persona.
I would say
know.
it's still you. And
It's still
not,
me.
You
I'm
don't
just
have a persona.
emulating a specific cat-like tendencies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where that is. So there are some.
You wanna move into our chaser? We're running out of time here.
Yeah, we are running out of time. So Chaser, so we're at hentai.
Hentai!
And how much time do we have left?
We are at an hour and 14 live. We're at an hour.
Live.
We're at an hour. We're at an hour recording, so we're at an hour.
Yeah. So it wasn't 15 minutes for the timer. It
Right.
was 8.
Well,
But yeah, so
we're
I would
sitting at
give
1
us
hour
I
and
would give
4
us another
minutes.
10 minutes. is
Another
what I
10
would give
minutes.
us
Oh, we
after.
have 10 minutes to deal with hentai. Okay, so hentai is specifically the both Japanese and I do believe also
Oh,
Korean
by the way,
now.
we gotta thank you for that distinction on the chat
Yeah.
for the furry versus
It is a kind of an important distinction to make.
for sure. Yeah.
Some people like to conflate the two, and it's not the same. And if you've done it, which I have, you know the difference.
Educating people. Freaking deviant.
So now hentai. So hentai gets pretty weird. I would like to say
I love hentai.
you've probably heard jokes about what happens in hentai. Tentacle hentai is probably the one that you hear the
Yeah.
most frequently. Hentai gets weird. It gets really weird. There are things that happen in Japanese culture that aren't considered as taboo, and certain things that are considered more taboo. Like things that would be considered less taboo. Things like, siblings engaging in, or at least almost siblings engaging in some sort of sexual play.
Would
things
you
like
stop with the weird ass look?
stepbrothers, stepsisters, etc., etc. Things that might.
That's one of my favorite porns to look up.
Okay. Is not considered that taboo.
Holy shit, we got a long one. We're moving on. Sorry.
Yeah,
I will have to- I will have to
Definition
move
of furry
past.
here, yeah. I think he's trying to correct us. Is it? It says furry is an enthusiast for animal characters with human characteristics. In particular, a person who dresses up in costumes such as character and uses one as an avatar online.
It doesn't necessarily have to be online. Also, I mean, again, that is very much the fursona thing that I was talking about. That's a all right definition. It doesn't get into some of the more like nuanced stuff, but we'll discuss that at a later date. We'll just title the episode "Furries" and just talk about
That'll
furries
just be
for
furries
an
for
hour.
an hour.
Okay.
So hentai.
I'll bring
So
some.
hentai.
I'll bring some stuff from that I have. Hentai, right? So, and certain other things are considered more taboo, like showing the penis entering the vagina. That is considered more taboo and is usually censored.
Yeah, it's blurred out.
It's either blurred out or it's lined out. You know, if you're looking at the
Perhaps
regular
it's difficult to
drawn
animate,
stuff.
you know. like feet.
Oh no, it's definitely there and
no.
animated. You can find the uncensored
so
versions.
they did animate it and
No,
they
there,
just
there are,
they
there are
censored
uncensored
it.
versions. There's just some that are censored
Gotcha.
because that is considered slightly more taboo than some of the other stuff in
Come
that
think
particular
about it. I've
culture.
seen Asian porn where like the thing is blurred and like why would you bother making the porn?
A lot of people feel that way. I mean, there's still a lot there that you can, depending on the censoring. Sometimes the censoring is very light, and I'm not quite sure on Japanese law. I will have to get back on that. Where what constitutes considered proper censorship and improper censorship. But it's very interesting to look at, especially if you're like, well, why is a woman getting violently ass fucked for like 3 hours totally fine, but they can't show a penis entering a vagina from 2 consenting adults. Don't ask me why. It's just the way it is.
So consent's not the issue.
No, it's the penis.
It's the visual.
It's the visual.
I would think the anal sex would be more, but that's more on this side of the.
Actually, usually anal sex is usually censored, but it's usually not censored as much as the vaginal sex. There's actually some rather large censoring things that are happening over in Japan that I will have to look up for a later time. We'll also just have that episode labeled hentai. This is kind of like the teaser. I'm teasing you guys with all the hentai talk we're going to be doing. So now we're going to go into the lovely face that you were talking about.
Oh, the Hegel thing that I was okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
So this is something that I have seen before, just floating around Facebook, and I was like, why is that considered hot? Like I saw the the girl doing the face, and I'm like, why? And then I realized after watching it enough, I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cute. I don't think it's necessarily sexual. It's kind of cute when a girl does it.
Right. So it originally shows up, of course, in hentais, right? So the reason what it is actually called the O face, as in like
that's
pleasure face.
I know that term.
Yeah.
The O face, like somebody coming.
Yeah.
Face.
So
Got it.
it's supposed to be a face of pure bliss, right? Of someone
not it.
enjoying themselves a lot. Look, if you read a lot of hentai, and I do.
Right. You just don't get it.
Okay.
How about this? I'll show you some hentai after this. I'm not going to put it on stream.
Why not? Let's put it on the screen.
And I'll show you the face they're trying to imitate.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Let me try to make him make the face.
No, I'm not doing it.
I want him to make the face.
I'm not doing it.
Well, how about this? I'll do the opera thing, and he'll do the face. It'll be great.
Yes.
Just at the same time.
Yes, there you go.
No.
Yeah, that is something that's actually shown up a lot more in recent hentais than it has in past hentais.
Well, it's become a meme.
Yeah, well, it's definitely become
People
a meme,
are
but
actually
it's
doing it.
It's also started showing up more and more frequently recently.
But something I
within
found
the last 10 years or so.
Something I found particularly fascinating about this whole thing is that it goes through the censors. Most people, like, you can't post sexual pictures on like Instagram or Facebook, and they're gonna blur out something or cut or completely take it down.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have a picture of like neck up of a girl making that face, which is very much a sexual innuendo face, but they're not gonna get censored.
Right.
So most likely why it became such a meme, it just floats around. It's a sexual picture, but they're not showing anything. They don't have to.
A sexual picture that you get the context without the censors
Without
getting
actually
the
seeing it.
context.
Absolutely, yeah.
Towards the end of I'm actually going to flip this around now, if everyone gets that. Back up.
You failed.
I tried.
For the record, one of the reasons I was trying to reference Rocky Horror since the intro is because a lot of people's sexual awakening was watching that movie. And a lot of people, I know a lot of gay people that are like, oh, I think I might be gay or bi after seeing that movie because it's so sexually open.
It's actually what got me into drag in the first place. When I started doing drag,
Sort of a hint of everything in
So
there.
it looks like the proper pronunciation is ahegao.
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 Sounds like food. it sounds yucky, but it sounds like food.
Bon appetit.
Oh, now you know French?
I dabble.
I dabble.
I dabble.
I dabble in most things, especially people.
I dabble in people. I dabble in human behavior every now and then.
Yeah,
But
so
that's less funny to say though.
So yeah, I have done drag in the past. I did drag in high school, actually.
I remember a Halloween where you dressed up like a doll and you had like a bra and.
Yeah, I did the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I just
I was
used an old bra.
promised Sassy Drag Baymax at some point.
And yeah, we haven't.
I
haven't done
need-
it in
Yeah,
the presence.
I've been busy.
I know, but I was promised this.
call
All of my drag clothes don't fit anymore.
You just called them Baymax.
Oh.
I have a nickname. People have known me
Sorry.
as a nickname. That's okay. It's been said on the podcast
This is a
before.
fun story. Did I tell the story before? Or why
No, I
call
don't think you.
Baymax?
No, you don't think you told the story.
So he's very soft-spoken, and there was this one time. If anybody's seen Big Hero 6, Baymax is an adorable character that kind of walks very baby-like. And I can't do the physical comedy here, but we were at Walmart, and I'm a piece of shit. I'm just an asshole. So I had like a gum, and I open and I throw the wrapper over my shoulder because I'm an asshole. And I just kind of look back, and he stares at it for like 2 seconds, and then wobbles over to it, picks it up, and then throws it in the trash can. Which is so robotic, nice, and adorable the way he just kind of wobbled to it because he was right next to it.
To be fair, it was.
So it just.
In my defense, it was actually hard to get to it because you threw it like right behind like one of the little like
Yeah, it was something
DVD
in the way,
stands,
yeah.
and so I couldn't just walk to it. I had to like inch my way over and pick it up.
And if you've seen Big Hero 6, that's what Baymax does when something gets in his way. He just kind of, wick.
It was easier. It was easier to see the resemblance when I was bigger. But
Yeah, you were much bigger at the time, but the name stuck. But yeah, I believe we're out of time. Any last things you want to say, Alira or Alex?
I got nothing.
Cock.
Cock.
Vaginas.
Yeah,
Vasectomy.
we're on about that again.
Again.
I can't make fun of you. Your balls don't hurt anymore.
Actually, they do right now. For some reason, the right one has been kind of hurting, and I'm a little scared that
It's always the right one.
There might be some backup.
always
Some
the right
backing
one.
up of shit. I don't know.
Just some backup.
Or it could just be like I hurt myself and I didn't even notice. But anyway, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Alira, last word? Nothing?
Nothing.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Stay in touch at freakingdeviant.com. And life... fuck, I lost... life is chaos.
And nothing is sacred.
Good night, everybody.